Looking towards maybe Kai'Sa here for
like
Dokdam.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, Kate, I think, is a lot stronger when it comes to the, as you already highlighted, Azil, when it comes to the pure lane. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Dokdam pick that one up, and it will be locked in.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes a lot of sense when you're talking about how a lot of these series between Gen G and KT have been decided in lane, right? So draft for some early prio. You do have a really strong dive and team fight here with really everyone except the Caitlyn. You have pushing power on the bot side. You have pushing power in the top side. You know, maybe not at every given moment, but many moments for many years now as the best mid laner in the world. And now they're looking mid.
Looking to gank that best mid laner in the world. Chovy flashes immediately into the flag and drag. Knocked back with a seismic shove. But his rocks become his tombstone. KT on the board for first blood.
And when you want to talk about pressure, flashing in line with the flag and drag there, I think he was maybe trying to flash over it or anticipating, you know, an EQ flash or something like that. Yone's hit full build. You get that early Vamp Scepter.
And Valkyrie in if the fight starts sharpish. Meanwhile, the unstoppable onslaught coming out from Keen as he charges down here. The Drake falling lower though, down to 2k. BDD jumping in just to distract. A quickness from Juro, a smite from Kuz. KT secure the Drake and a great disengage as well as Gen G are the ones retreating. Unable to find purchase in the fight.
Juro in particular has been exceptional at this as they're...
And there it goes, straight onto Dokdam. Cease and desist living as the Caitlyn falls to Canyon. Gen G on the board in the semi-final. Peter looking to see if there's anything he can do here, but it doesn't really feel like KT want to contest right now. The cease and desist from Gen G, they want the fight on their terms, and they kill off the Nico immediately. Nothing that KT can do to collapse.
As a little bit of damage on Kuz. I want to highlight as well the fact the ability for KT to find these angles as BDD.
Weavers will fate sealed again from BDD before the neutral. Gen G collapsed onto him. Did have to use that Weaver's wall, and now the question is for KT, do you hit?
Oh, Peter lost flash.
Do you go for the fight? Peter, no flash as you say. That Nico, half of a champ if he can't get onto the backline, still looking for the engage. Meanwhile, the cease and desist into the quickness combo. A double charm comes out from Juro, and Gen G just rip the hearts out of KT.
And that play from Juro, the man that at the beginning of the year was the weak spot for Gen G.
Force the ult out of BDD, and then in they go. Perfect engage from Juro. Double seismic shove. They'll lead them both. They had already forced the flash off of Peter as well. This is just picture perfect here from Gen G, showing their class around the objectives.
Because every single member that you might send forward will just get blown up.
Going to get spotted potentially here. He's still in that brush.
They don't know.
Walks into the bush. There's Juro, gets the quickness off. Weaver's wall out, and the charm follows up. KT, though, still alive. Peter yet to full cards going in with the flag and drag. Fate sealed. Flash away from Canyon. He dashes out with a bolt breaker. Gen G now on the back foot. The ace in the hole cancelled by the knock up a seismic shove onto Kuz. Keen the first to fall. Gen G on the back foot. KT still looking to find purchase in the fight.
Arakan's going.
Arakan's already started by KT as Gen G look to take the fight. Canyon
Peter.
not here yet. Peter! Hot Blossom goes wide. And perhaps Gen G can look to turn this one around now as KT don't have that big engage tool. Gen G take their turn on the Arakan. Seismic shove just short of clipping onto perfect. Gen G still on that Arakan. Down to 3,000 HP. Kuz looking for the engagement. He's locked up. Decimating Smash doesn't catch him. In the flag and the dragon. Still forced away. Gen G will claim the Arakan. As KT still look to start up this Drake, will be soul point for them. Chovy on the flank as he wraps around to join his team behind this Drake. Perfect with that equalizer. Weaver's wall. Perfect's on the wrong side of it, but can walk out towards the top side of his jungle. Drake down to 2,000 HP. Peter with the Pop Blossom! And a fight flowers for KT. BDD dives in. Gen G are left routed as Ruler has nowhere to go. Flashes, but with an ace in the hole. One more bullet in Dokdam's shot. A Cataclysm. The tomb for Ruler as KT clean up the fight.
Obviously, they try to go for the engage on Perfect at the top of your screen, but he's able to pull back very, very effectively. Then Peter goes in, finds the beautiful engage. Look at the equalizer across everyone. Look at Yone coming in over the wall, surviving for so long. Dokdam completely untouched throughout the whole fight.
And it's the lack of flash on Chovy. He's not able to get out. Just a combo of Peter with that equalizer is enough to take down the Talia. As there he goes! Peter pops off.
They have the power behind him to knock him down.
Genji know the BDD isn't here right now as Ruler. Valkyrie's in. Doctor has to flash across the wall, equalize it down as well. The Weaver's Wall from Chovy puts him on the backline. A seismic shove. Gonna cut down perfect. Cataclysm in as KT look for the fight, but they just lock Genji in. And they don't have the damage. Keen on that front line. Mortal Blade coming out from BDD for the knockup. Chovy flashing forward. Chucking the rocks into Doctam, but he can't quite get the damage. BDD finds one. Doctam walks away wounded. Cuz dives into the middle, but they don't have it. KT routed by Genji. BDD locked up with the slow from a decimating smash, and that axe will make him go timber. Keen picks up the final. It's a 4-for-1 for Genji.
And it's the snap engage from Genji that gets them back in the lead, as this should be setting up for the Baron. 25 seconds until the Drake, and it really does feel like whichever team is the one that pulls the trigger is the one that gets out ahead in the fight.
Genji using the knowledge that BDD was catching that wave top, was backing, had to TP in. They knew with that extra couple of seconds for the teleport to finish its cast, they could find that snap engage. They don't have a tank to face check for the support to run behind, and they also don't have something like a Rakan. Decimating smash onto Cuz, caught out with that lack of vision. Keen with the roar of the Slayer finds his mark. BDD forced away towards the top side. Peter having to flash. Doctam underneath the tower. Pop Blossom from Peter will distract the rest of Genji. Cannon's going to go into the Guardian Angel, but the Angel's on his shoulder. Might be enough. Fate sealed from BDD onto the backline. They'll look for Ruler. Keen flashes. Get down, Mr. Ruler, as he blocks the shot from the ace in the hole. Decimating smash again. Perfect looking for more. BDD going in with a Mortal Strike 3. Tries to get onto Ruler. The damage doesn't tick. Ruler still stands. A Keen will run for him. BDD finds another Ruler down. Just the mid lane is left alive. BDD versus Chovy. We've seen it so many times over the years.
Canyon's on his way,
but he's all the way back in base right now. Ping's coming out on where he is. Cuz and BDD looking for the break. Duro doesn't have the smite from some of the spellbook. It's gonna be sold for KT. From 5k behind, they find their priceless moment. Baron begun by Genji. KT looking to call the bluff. It's already down to 7k. BDD going forward. There's the Weaver's Wall. Out from Chovy. Peter lands a double knocker, but he's on the wrong side of the wall. The equalizer down as well. Will chip away at Duro. Baron now resetting. Duro down to half HP. KT on the front foot, on the offensive. Chovy looking for a flick. Doesn't land it. It's a shape splitter anyway. That clone from Peter.
That is two big ultimates gone though. As both the Equalizer and the Pop Blossom not available, so BDD and his team definitely taking a risk. Canyon is behind him.
Duro looking for that redemption because he's still got the quickness. They'll dive onto Perfect and they lock him down. He dies in the River of Fate Seal onto the back line with the Cataclysm out as well. But Ruler still stands, taken out in the end by BDD, who's now making a swift retreat. Doctam in the pit, caught out by Duro. The headshot! He loads another into the chamber, but he can't quite get the damage down. BDD looking for more as he sees his teammates fall. He can't find it. Genji somehow win out the fight.
And the Baron stayed least throughout all of that.
Down Ruler, he can't finish off Keen. And then Peter and BDD are trying to get back in to bail him out, but they just can't. And Genji again come up with the Baron.
And the fact that Ruler survived there was crazy.
Yeah, but it's KT holding on well. No inhibitors have fallen yet. They did lose the one tower, but only 40 seconds left on this Baron.
He goes in, and he tries to seal the fates of Chovy, but he pops a stopwatch immediately. The Zapzap gets him. Cataclysm off the backline. Genji have already lost their mid laner. A GA coming out for KT as they manage to back away. Genji lose two. BDD wants to make it more, can't find it. But KT hold on.
The trap, the headshot, and the equalizer get the roller coaster back up, because now it's a 2-for-0 and Elder is about to spawn. We'll see how the death timers play out. Chovy does FTP. Keen does as well.
To try and stop them, Peter has that Pop Blossom. They'll look for the Fate Sealed. The Elder already down to 7,000. Shape Splitter out. Seismic Shot. Peter gets the Pop Blossom only onto Duro, but the Elder is secured, and now KT will look to turn the fight. Genji immediately run for the hills. Keen flashes across the Fate Sealed from BDD. Trying to take out Chovy. Duro falls on the back line as KT continues to collapse. Cuz dodges the Seismic Shot, but Chovy survives. The Elder doesn't quite tick him down. In the end, a 1-for-1. But KT secured the Elder Dragon.
Flash the damage on that Cataclysm. That could have been it.
It really could. They call it the Church of Chovy. Well, his prayers are being answered right now. The Archangel on his shoulder saves him.
15
if Gen G
seconds.
want to look for it. 15 on the Elder. Baron now on the map again. Gen G trying to step up, trying to face up against KT. The snap trap down. No autos onto Keen. Perfect looking for a flank with that Pop Blossom. The Baron down, taken by KT. Will they still look for the fight, or will they switch away, decide to back away?
And this all coming down to this. KT on the verge of taking the first game, but Gen G are not going to fall over without a fight.
Keen still that meatball on the front line, but has to pop the ultimate to try and escape. Knocked up. Forced away. The Nexus Towers. KT's target is Dogdam. Headshots one. The next one for Gen G, that last bastion of defense. The cannon minion still there, seismically shoved underneath the turret. The Baron expires in 40 seconds, and again KT just playing it slow, taking it patient, snapping back again. The Nexus Tower almost down. Canyon dives in, but Peter distracts the rest of Gen G. Canyon size the GA, but the rest of Gen G can't get to him. They've been equalized. The Guardian Angel down on Canyon, meanwhile BDD distracting. Generation Gaming. The Cataclysm in from Guz will build the walls of Gen G's tomb. Gen G taken down by the might that is the KT Coaster.
And that was just game one. What a start to this World Semifinals. Gen G and KT giving us a game for the ages.
And I'm done with it. We are getting excited. This team is in semifinals. They just won game number one.